Good morning, YouTube. How's everybody doing? Today is the last workout for the week, and it is shoulders. And I'll be working today on my seated shoulder press. And I have not yet decided what I'm doing, whether I'm doing um, volume work or I'm working up to a very heavy top set. I have not decided. I will decide on the drive there. And then I will move on to accessory work, which is I will do that right after. And last week, I think I did 275 for 3 reps, which was a PR for me. And yeah, seems like I'm getting stronger. And I feel like it does carry over to my incline bench. So it's kind of great to, you know, focus on the shoulder press and the incline every single week. I don't do flat bench anymore, and I probably won't do it ever again. The most I've done was 350 on a flat, and then once I transitioned to incline, I just haven't stopped doing incline, and I really do enjoy it more than flat. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna start driving soon, and I guess I'll see you guys at the gym. All right, now we are beginning to warm up a little bit. We are starting with a 25-pound plate on each side. And this is where I begin to really focus on my technique and make sure if I feel any sort of pain, I will immediately stop the workout. And that's just how I am. I've been doing that forever. And yeah, all about longevity. So you want to stay safe, right? And that's the only way to do it is by listening to your body. Yes, simple. Right now, I think it's 25, 50 plus a 45-pound bar. Yeah, 195 pounds. Yeah, feels like nothing. Now we're moving on to adding a plate, which is a 45-pound plate. And we are moving on to 135 pounds. Let's go. Yeah, as you might have noticed, I am doing a voiceover on these videos. It's only because it's very loud and noisy in the gym, and it's very hard to, hear yourself. And then there they have music playing in the background. So this is basically a way for me to communicate to you guys better on my mindset, the way how I prep for each set. And yeah, it's just a better way to do it this way. And now I got my elbow sleeves on. I don't use wraps for elbows, just the sleeves. And then I got my wrist wraps, which I put on when the weight gets a little heavier, maybe when it goes up to 2 plates, or maybe a little heavier than that. But yeah, we're gonna get this done. And let's see. So far, at the time when I was there, um, there was no pain. Usually when I do have pain, shoulder pain or whatever, I would definitely skip the workout. I would probably skip the week in doing shoulder press. If I just do accessory work, that's fine. But I'm talking about like free weight, like barbell and stuff. And right now, I'm just making sure the bar is even on each side before I press this weight. And that's how I am. I always double check, make sure the weight on each side is correct, the bar is leveled correctly. You gotta really look out for these little things before you start pressing. It's the only way to keep yourself safe, and it's really uh, good practice to remember that this is routine for you, and then it would become like it's like second nature, right? It's like breathing. You don't really think about it, and then you start doing this every single week, right? Oh yeah, simple. 135, flying. That's it. Yep. Boom. Solid. Yep. Right. I don't know about you guys, but I love doing the shoulder press. You know. And I think for a fact, shoulder press and incline bench, they do carry over. You know. Um, I think that's how I got strong. Yeah, flat bench. Yeah, I just stopped doing flat bench. I think there was like no. It's fun, it's great, but I think I'm more of an incline presser. So now we're moving on to 185 pounds. Come on, make it look easy. We're just warming up over here. Come on, not even close. Yep, let's go. Make it look easy. Yes, and lift off. Boom. Yeah, from the looks of it, it kind of seemed like the bar was touching my chest. Yeah, I got. It's crazy how low I usually go. You know, usually you would think being going that low would be a little bit dangerous, but I guess if you have good shoulder mobility, it might work for you. It might work in your favor. Now, moving on to two plates, 225 pounds. And we're just going to make sure everything is done correctly. Yep. Come on. Yeah, I had to go steal off a 45 plate from somewhere else. A little bit of a water break. Yeah, as you might know, or you may not know, I do only drink ice water at the gym. There's no pre-workout in there. There is no BCAA or whatever these other people are using. I'm just strict ice water. And yeah, I guess it's more of the mindset. Like if you come to the gym, you just try your hardest just to lift. I think it's your mind. If you can really push yourself mentally, you can do anything pretty much. And yeah, I took out the belt this time. Usually I don't. Like I've worked up to, actually I've pressed 300 pounds, my PR for this, without a belt. So yeah, it goes to show you how strong the core is. But now I'm going to be start to wear the belt because I'd rather be safe than sorry. And you only have one body, so treat it with respect, which is why now I am gonna really focus on, maximizing safety pretty much. Right? Why would you not? You know, you can't go buy a different body or a brand new body. You got one, you gotta have to listen to it, respect it, right? And that's the only way for longevity. Let's go. Make it look light. Press. Nice. Uh, yes. Oh, that looks easy when you watch it again on video. Oh yeah, that looked light. I did not even feel like I was doing anything. All right. Let's go. Now, we're gonna have to move on and do 275. 275 now is the last set I'm gonna do before I'm attempting 315 pounds. Now, I know for a fact 300 is my all time PR, which was great accomplishment. Very happy for it. But I've always wanted 3 plates, 315 in the bag, something that I've always wanted to accomplish. And down the road, if it becomes a reality where I can do 315 for a few reps, I'm satisfied. I'm happy because you know what? I think to me, like shoulder press, incline, obviously, are the harder movements, and it's not something to be proud of because it's not like this was done overnight. It's been years, right? I've been working on this. So as long as you're consistent, you can achieve the numbers you want, and that's just simple, right? And as much as I love to film like my compound lifts, and I do love it, I think that's the only thing I will be filming. Like I do sometimes film the accessory work, but at the same time, that's just work I do in the background, you know. I just like to focus on filming the lifts that I want to film because this is also for my own um, basically footage. I would like to go back and look at my technique, something I might want to change differently or do something different with it. And also is just look back when you're older and be like, yeah, I did do that and I did work hard to accomplish that. Come on, make 275 look easy and light. Yep. Breathe in, brace, drop the weight, and just press. Yeah, it looked okay. Didn't look that hard. Didn't feel heavy either, which is why I was like, once I get in the gym, I'll see how I feel. And then if it feels good, then I will obviously attempt 315 pounds. Now, as you can see, I have put on another plate. It is 315 on the bar. And we are attempting 315 right now. What do you guys think? Comment below. Do you guys, before I press, do you guys think I accomplished it? Yes or no? All right. Let's see it. Putting on the belt. Gotta stay safe. I also put chalk on, for better grip. I usually put chalk when I get to my top set. And yeah, it's like chalkless. It's like a powder versus the whole block that you buy. All right, get into position. Gotta really focus. Make sure the mindset is only on that weight. That's all I'm focusing on. All right, ready? Breathe in. Yes. Brace. Lift. Breathe out. Breathe in. Hold it. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. And then press. Nope, I didn't do it. Not today. Wasn't in the cards today. It's all good. It's all good. Disappointed, but you know what it is? You move on. You move on. That's all you can do. But now I'm gonna do another couple sets, but I'll drop the weight just for some volume work. And I now put on the bar 250 pounds. And now I'm gonna focus on getting as many reps as I can. Usually it's good to get between 3 to 5 reps. To me, that's pretty decent. Again, before when I lifted 350 and I failed it, I did take at least a 10-minute break because it drains you, that kind of weight, and you're really pushing yourself to accomplish that lift, and you fail, takes a lot out of you. Let's go. 250. 1, 2. Yup. 3. And we got 4. Very good, very good. Not bad. All right. Now we're just going to take a 10-minute break, and then we'll do one more set of this weight. Yeah, it's fun. It's fun, preparing. Usually when I come in here, get everything set up. It takes time, but, if you really love what you do, it doesn't really feel like work. It just feels like you're having fun, right? All right. Put on the belt and let's see how many reps I can do this set with 250 pounds. Let's go. All right. Almost there. Yep. Now, lift off. Breathe in, hold it, brace, lift off, breathe in again. Keep it tight, your core, and then you press. That's 1. That is 2. That is 3. Yep, not bad. And that is 4. Not bad, not bad. 4 reps. All right, now that's all done with. Now I want to move on and do accessory work. And that is the part I'm not filming. All right, let's go. Let's clean this up and go finish the day. And that is a wrap. So, workout is done and done for the week. I will be resting the next 3 days. I'm happy for that as well. My body is defeated, burned out, whatever you want to call it. But I need that rest to kind of recover, get back stronger next week. And today was successful in a way where I did what I wanted to do. Got a good pump, got in my compound lift. I did try to go for a PR, which is 315 pounds on the seated shoulder press. Did not get it because 275 went pretty well. I thought I would get it, but it did not happen. Today was not my day, and that's okay. We will try again in the future. But then, yeah, and then obviously did my accessory work, finished that whole thing. And now gonna go, head home, relax, enjoy the rest of my day. And thank you guys again for tuning in and watching. I appreciate it. If you can like, subscribe, leave a comment, share if you would. And I guess I'll see you next week. And we'll see what kind of numbers I put up. All right. Have a good day, and I'll see you next time. Take care.